There are some things you wouldn't mind being stuck with, like a large unexpected inheritance. An always on the verge of death phone that has to be plugged in just right so it charges is not one of those things. Switch to Verizon and we'll pay off your old phone, up to $800 via prepaid MasterCard, so you can get a new one. Just trade in any phone from our top brands on any unlimited plan. With new line on my plan. Additional terms apply for trade-in and pay off your phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to leave up holiday decorations year-round. Others have the need to use their garage as practice space for their new metal band. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.
You got problems that you ought to be concerned with. Moolah! You don't know how you're supposed to earn it, or what to do with it, or how to keep it. You're a freak with a dark, shameful secret. But you're not the only one. Get your hidden financial fears with a blast of sun. Now your healing has begun. It's Bad with Money with Gabe S. Done.
Hello and welcome to Bad with Money Bonus Bag. We're here with Fortesa Latifi. Fortesa was on our Tuesday episode and talking about family vlogging, and now we're going to do a little bonus with perhaps maybe some wackier questions.
Oh.
So my first question is, what is with all the names?
Oh my God. Did you see the latest?
No.
So you're talking about like family vlogger kid names, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So they are very interesting. They name their kids some really off-the-wall stuff. This influencer, Rydell Funk, is her name, and she just named her latest baby Sugar Lover Funk.
I'm sorry, what?
Sugar, first name, Lover, middle name, and then their last name is Funk.
Okay, it's giving like Dweezil Zappa. It's giving like... It's not new because people did this all the time and it feels very hippy dippy. But also, what is it? Is this for attention? Is this to get views or go viral?
Who's to say, really? Like it fits in with her other kids' names. Do you want to know those?
Please.
Super, Sweetie, and Storm.
What?
Super Funk.
No. Oh my God, it's like Satchel. Then he changed his name to Ronan. It's like, okay, wow. I think that this is part of making money on name reveals. I think it's also maybe wanting to brand, like wanting to have branding and being like, oh, I'm the person, like this is a personalized name that we could probably trademark.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's also just like, it's like celebrities kind of started, naming their kids crazier and crazier things. And then it drifted down to the influencers. And yeah, it's pretty wild. This one really threw me.
But there's also the other side of it where it's aggressively, like you mentioned, Everly or Caitlin Harley Lee or whatever, like this other sort of, I feel like that is the purview of like the perfect families, right? Like the perfect kids that have the names like Oakley and
yeah. Why is Oakley so popular right now? I don't know.
I truly do not know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like it's like naming your kids when you are a toddler, naming your Barbies or something.
Yeah.
Even Trisha Paytas, I think her kids are named Malibu and Elvis.
Yeah, and I think Elvis is a girl.
Elvis is a girl, which, all right, that's kind of a slay.
You're like, okay, I'll give it to her.
That's kind of cool. But yeah, just like it's part of her branding. It's not about the kid.
It's an extension of the brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I guess like all kids' names are kind of extensions of our brands, but it's just when your brand is like something so specific and has to be like attention getting, then it gets into this kind of like super sweetie funk, whatever.
Yeah. Your hair is so much more than what you see when you look in the mirror. from stress and nutrition to hormones to lifestyle. So many internal factors affect what you see on the outside. With Nutrafol's science-backed, whole-body approach, nourish growth from within and achieve your best hair yet. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1 million people. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. Physician-formulated with 100% drug-free ingredients, Nutrafol supports healthy hair growth from within by targeting key root causes of thinning: stress, hormones, aging, nutrition, lifestyle, and metabolism through whole-body health. While many supplements rely solely on ingredient studies, Nutrafol clinically tests final formulations to ensure their efficacy. In a clinical study, 72% of men saw more scalp coverage after taking Nutrafol Men Hair Growth Supplement for 6 months, and 86% of women saw improved hair growth after taking Nutrafol Women Hair Growth Supplement for 6 months. Building a hair growth routine is simple. Purchase online, no prescription required. Automated deliveries and free shipping keep you on track. Plus, with a Nutrafol subscription, you can save up to 20%. You'll have access to free naturopathic doctor consults, and a Headspace meditation membership is included. Start your hair growth journey with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code BWM. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code BWM. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code BWM. I was looking for a day job. As you guys know from listening to this show, making money consistently is really important, and it's really scary when it's not happening. And so I was looking for a job, and I was looking all over. I was going to places. I was trying to do that old school thing of maybe you just leave a resume at the smoothie shop. I don't know. But I found my job so easily using Indeed. And I actually recommended Indeed to other people to use when they come in and they say, oh, how can I work here? I say, I actually found the job on Indeed. So go look at Indeed, because that is literally how I found my job and applied and got hired. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job posts seen on other job sites. Indeed's sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. With sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach people you want faster. And it makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it matched me to the right job. It showed me exactly the types of jobs I was looking for. I was able to parse through. I was able to see the locations. I was able to see the requirements. I was able to apply. I don't know how I would have done it without Indeed, truly. And it obviously allowed this business to find the right people, aka me. With Indeed sponsored jobs, there's no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. How fast is Indeed? In the minute I've been talking to you, 23 hires were made on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. There is no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/badwithmoney. Just go to Indeed.com/badwithmoney right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/badwithmoney. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
This podcast is sponsored by IQ Bar. I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar. Go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20 to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping. Again, go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20.
My next question is, and you can feel free to not answer this, but this is just something that I think about. why are hashtag boy moms so obsessed with their sons that it is actually bordering on incestual?
I think we would have to like resurrect Freud.
It is. I have never read anything creepier than a hashtag boy mom talking about her son. It's so stomach churning. I don't like it.
I mean, my friends like joke that I can like bring anything back to misogyny, just like any topic. I'm just like, that's misogynist. But like, I do think most topics come back to misogyny. And I do think the like boy mom obsession, like, I'm just like, I just think it's a little patriarchal. It's a little misogynistic. Like, it's a little like, he is so special because he's a boy, and he is more special to me because he's a boy. And like, okay, what about your daughters? If you have daughters.
Or just the husband has stopped paying attention to you. So now this little boy is your whole world. The sexualizing of them, like, oh, a little man, a little heartbreaker,
My little boyfriend.
My little
whatever.
boyfriend. It's like, oh, he wants to marry mommy. Like, okay. It's this writing. Like, I know someone who writes these long captions about her son, and they are kind of addressed to him. Like, you've started noticing your hands now.
Yeah.
And it's, it's just so, I get being obsessed with your kid to an extent, but it is so, maybe I'm just not a parent. I don't know. You can tell me. It's so creepy.
Yeah. I mean, I think like, yeah, I'm totally obsessed with my daughter. Like, and I think everything she does is charming. And like, definitely, I think things are charming that you would be like, this is gross or like just annoying, whatever. And like, that is part of being a parent, is like that obsession. But I think, yeah, when you like put it online, it's like easy for people to just be like, wait, what? And then when it's like the hashtag boy mom, it's just like, ugh.
And you also, I guess, when you're obsessed with your kid, you're tempted to just tell everyone the funny thing that happened.
Yeah, totally.
You know, you think it's so funny. Of course you want to tell everyone.
Yeah.
And then our brains are wired to be like, am I missing out on content I could be making?
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing out on getting people's attention?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Then it's like, part of me is like, oh, these queer families, it is nice to see, like, there's a trans masc person who gave birth to their kid. And it's nice to see a trans parent with their child.
Totally.
But it's also, the kid has also grown up really fast, and they dress very similar to the parent. And it's very, like, you would never think this kid is 13. So that is, the parent acts more like a friend, which I, in real life, am sort of like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yikes.
This is not your +1 to a movie premiere where you guys are both in YSL. Like, this is a child.
Right.
So I don't know. Can we talk about what are some of the most egregious things that you've seen?
I saw a video where a family vlogger taped their kids going to their grandmother's funeral.
What?
Uh-huh.
How was that?
Not great. You know, the kids were really upset. It was like terrible. It was like, you know, yeah, it was terrible. I like had to put it on I was watching it for my book, and I had to put it on like 2 times speed to just like get through it. Like, it was like really uncomfortable. And there was this other video that I found that was like pinned to this influencer's Instagram page. So it's like one of her main videos, and it's her child like struggling to breathe. And she's like taping it, but she's also like talking to her husband about like, should we go to the hospital, blah, 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 blah. And the kid is like really, really struggling. And like, I also am like postpartum. So like, maybe that's why I was like so affected, but I was like getting so fucking anxious watching the video. And I was also like, put your phone down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I try to really not judge. Like, I really do come to these interviews and these stories with a totally open mind and heart. And like, I'm ready to hear them. And I actually have a lot more sympathy for them than I think people expect me to. But that one, I was like, I can't.
Well, that's lovely for you. I hate them. Have you or someone you know been a victim of identity theft, harassed, stalked, doxxed? Privacy matters, especially to someone like me who has a bit of a public persona, but it also matters to my listeners because this kind of thing can happen to anyone. Do you ever wonder how much of your personal data is out there on the internet for anyone to see? More than you think. Your name, your contact info, your social security number, your home address, even information about your family members, all compiled by data brokers and sold online. Data brokers make a profit off your data, and your data is a commodity. Anyone on the web can buy your private details. This can lead to identity theft, phishing attempts, harassment, and unwanted spam calls. But you can now protect your privacy with Delete Me. I share a lot of my life online, so I am hyper aware of my safety and security. It's easier than ever before to find personal information about people online, and all of this data is just hanging out on the web, but it can have actual consequences in the real world. I have used Delete Me. I had an instance where some stuff was going on Reddit. I don't want to draw more attention to it, but I used Delete Me because a friend of mine who's a sex worker actually told me about it. And it's something that a lot of women online use in order to keep their information safe from stalkers and harassers. The solution that we used is called Delete Me. It is a subscription service that removes your personal info from hundreds of data brokers. I have actually used this. I used this years ago, and so that's why I'm choosing to personally endorse it. If you sign up and provide Delete Me with exactly what information you want deleted, their experts take it from there. Delete Me sends you regular, personalized privacy reports showing what info they found, where they found it, and what they removed. Delete Me isn't just a one-time service. It is always working for you, constantly monitoring and removing the personal information you don't want on the internet. To put it simply, Delete Me does all the hard work of wiping you and your family's personal information from data broker websites. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me, now at a special discount for my listeners. Today, get 20% off your Delete Me plan by texting BAD MONEY to 64000. Text BAD MONEY to 64000. That's BAD MONEY, all one word, to 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. Investing can sometimes feel overwhelming with all the fancy jargon that makes it seem more complicated than it really is. Maybe all those finance bros that just want another thing they can try and quote unquote mansplain. And yes, I am a trans guy and I can mansplain, but I also have the experience of being mansplained too. And especially about money. I talk about on this show all the time how people pitch themselves to the show and they feel like they can make investing this big scary thing that, you know, is this gatekept knowledge. So for a long time, I felt like I couldn't really do it, or that I didn't have the knowledge to do it, or that it was like too big of a scary task. And Acorns believes that anyone can be an investor. That's why they make it easy to stick to basic time-tested principles that give your money a chance to grow. One of the things that happened was that I truly thought that I could not manage my own investments, or that I couldn't manage my own retirement fund. I couldn't manage my own personal investments. I was very scared. It took me a long time to stop paying someone else to do it and to feel confident that I could do it. And I think maybe what would have helped is being able to invest in smaller ways before I was like thrust into big time investing. And you don't even need to do big time investing. I just literally have my retirement and then the amount that I am comfortable with. And Acorns is a perfect way to do that little amount that you're comfortable with. Today's episode is sponsored by Acorns. Acorns is a financial wellness app that makes it easy to start saving and investing for your future. You don't need to be an expert. Acorns will recommend a diversified portfolio that matches you and your money goals. You don't need to be rich. Acorns lets you get started with the spare money you've got right now, even if all you've got is spare change. You don't need to feel like financial wellness is impossible. Acorns gives you small, simple steps to get you and your money on track. Any little bit of money you put in the market right now will eventually grow. That's just the way it works. I know there are huge dips and it can be really scary, but a lot of it is just about patience and starting. Sign up now and join the over 13 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $22 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/badmoney or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid non-client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/badmoney.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years, and number 2 among public universities for employability. ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
So when I was a kid, all I wanted was for my parents to let me do theater, and I wanted to be famous in some way. And that's why I'm like, they're going to change their minds because, well, I'm glad that I was resentful that I wasn't a famous kid because it looked cool.
Yeah.
And I thought my parents were holding me back. But now I'm like, my joke with Allison is that even we got so famous overnight on BuzzFeed when I was 25, like so famous overnight, like 500,000 followers and millions of views on videos. And it was very, very quick. And I joke that we were child stars because I was not ready. I'm totally. Like, and Allison's like, we were 25. And I'm like, I know, a baby, practically a baby. A toddler.
A fetus. Yeah.
Yeah. I was affected by it in my brain like a child star. And I was 25.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
I was not ready for that attention. And I screwed it up a bunch of times because I was not ready. And there's things that are probably pretty embarrassing that we posted that I can't, like, someone just forwarded me a video that someone did that was like, whatever happened to everyone from BuzzFeed. And it was like, there was a segment about me. And I was like, in no world will I watch this video.
No.
They're like, oh, it was mostly positive. And I'm like, the mostly is where.
Yeah, I can't do mostly.
Just imagine there's someone making a video talking about what you and your friends did at 25.
No, thank you.
And so imagine that as now now it's what you and your friends did at 5.
Yeah, nightmare fuel.
Yeah. So people just think that they know you. There's a lot of weirdness of people who remember stuff about me that I don't really remember.
Mm-hmm.
It also makes me uncomfortable because there are kids that I see trying to do stuff now to get fans.
Totally.
Like, what happens when they see the comments? What happens when they see, oh, this video didn't do well. Oh, this video lost subscribers.
Yeah, I think it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts me.
Yeah, same. And I'm simply an adult.
Yeah. So what happens when there's kids, like when there's one kid that's like very cute and he talks often about I think he's probably like 5 or 6. And he talks often on recess therapy about like his crushes. And they like prompt him to do that. And he talks about them. And a lot of his crushes are other little boys, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Obviously. But I'm like, so it gets him views when he talks about his love life. He's 5.
Right.
What is that going to do for the future?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing inherently because we sexualize straight kids too. And I don't know what this child will end up being, but it's this idea of like people will comment our bisexual king and stuff.
That's weird to say about a kid. I'm sorry. I know. And that's like, weird.
But it's just as weird to me as saying this is this child's girlfriend.
Yeah, no, that also is not cool.
I don't like when people say that my dog, like I have a friend who insists that my dog and her dog are boyfriend and girlfriend. And that's fine. But in my mind, I'm like, my dog is gay, but whatever.
Do not assume my dog's sexuality.
Yeah, which is also completely made up on my end. But she's like, oh, my dog loves him. That's his girlfriend. And I feel like very weird about it. And I would feel deeply weird about it if it was a child.
No, people sometimes say that my baby is like flirting. And I'm like, she's actually just a baby. She's just like vibing.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this has been lovely.
We're both like grossed out. We're like, okay, and we're done.
I hate it so much. And I don't know that I've even managed to articulate eloquently the why I hate it and how embarrassing and how upsetting it was for me to even have people at my synagogue know things. And so imagine the whole world. It just it's like a big trigger of mine. Anyway, I thank you for being here and indulging me.
Thanks for having me.
Where can people find you and more about you?
Yes, TikTok, Instagram at Hi Fortesa, HIFORTESA. If you're on Substack, I'm What's the Vibe. I'm on YouTube, Hi Fortesa, just like I'm everywhere. So come hang.
Perfect. And What's the Vibe is such a great Substack name.
I can't believe it wasn't taken.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bad with Money with Gabriel S. Dunn is a production of Noted Bisexual, produced by Melisa D. Monts and Diamond MPrint Productions. Edited by Diane and Kang, post-production sound by Coco Llorens, production assistance by Melanie D. Watson, and music by Mike Kaplan, Zach Sherwin, and Jack Dolgen, sung by Sam Barbera. Thank you, love you, bye!
There are some things you wouldn't mind being stuck with, like a large unexpected inheritance. An always on the verge of death phone that has to be plugged in just right so it charges is not one of those things. Switch to Verizon and we'll pay off your old phone, up to $800 via prepaid MasterCard, so you can get a new one. Just trade in any phone from our top brands on any unlimited plan. With new line on My Plan. Additional terms apply for trade-in and pay off your phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to leave up holiday decorations year-round. Others have the need to use their garage as practice space for their new metal band. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.